BMW Comedy. My name is Bryce Moore, and I will be your comedian. Now, this story takes place a couple of months ago over the course of a business week, Monday through Friday, right? And that Friday, I had a show that week that I was producing and hosting. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Monday afternoon of that week, I went to CVS Pharmacy to pick up my prescription for losartan, which I take for high blood pressure, which I have for being too fat, which I am because chocolate tastes really good. I didn't know if y'all knew. Anyway, though, I went in there, I got my prescription and paid for it, and I was on my way out. And right as I was about to leave, I noticed a table set up right by the door that had leftover Easter candy on clearance. And some of that Easter candy, or among the Easter candy, were two of those really big Reese's chocolate bunnies. You know, the big ones, the 1 pound Reese's chocolate peanut butter Easter bunny. Two of them. Just sitting there on clearance. I froze for a second. And I was saying to myself, oh, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I don't need to eat that and I don't need to spend the money on it. And I resisted on Monday. I thought about those bunnies all day at work on Tuesday. And see, I've also been going to the park to walk and get some exercise after work. And so I did that on Tuesday afternoon. I thought about those bunnies the whole time I was there. Wednesday was the exact same thing. I thought about them the whole time at work. I thought about them the whole time at the park. And I decided I left the park and went back to CVS. And I got there and they still had the bunnies sitting there, both of them. And y'all, I didn't even walk around the store pretending to look around first. I went right to the table, grabbed the two bunnies, turned around to go to the counter, and there was a cute girl working the counter. And I thought to myself, oh no! She's gonna see just what kind of fat piece of crap I am. Oh well, too late to back out now. So I went over to the counter, I placed them on the counter, she was ringing me up, and I was saying to myself, okay, just talk to her. Start a conversation. Say anything. Make a joke. Something. Would you like a bag, sir? Yes, please. Is that the best I can do? Yes, please. So I left, and while I was walking away, it occurred to me. You know, you could have invited her to your show on Friday, stupid. Oh well. Anyway, fast forward to Friday. It was show day. And here I was all excited because I've got one guy coming from Little Rock. The headliner was coming from Little Rock. The feature was coming from Memphis. Had another guy coming from Paragould. All very funny people. I'm thinking it's going to be such a good show. It's going to be so much fun. And nobody came to see it. Not one. When I say nobody came to see it, I mean it was me, the other three comics, my brother Morgan working the door and taking tickets from nobody, and my parents, because at least they're nice like that. I appreciate that. Oh, and the staff of the venue. That was it. Nobody else was there. And we did that show anyway, because we're just that dedicated. By the way, I don't know if y'all knew this, but tables and chairs do not laugh at you, no matter how funny you are. See, and I don't really know what happened, because tickets were only $10. That seems pretty reasonable to me for three comics and a host comic. Like, that's really not bad. And I put up flyers all around town. I even took some to the public library. And I walked in, I asked them, hey, can I hang up a flyer? And they said, you can hang one up if it's non-profit. Well, does it count if I'm bad at business? And apparently that was good enough. Actually, you know what? One guy did show up in the middle of the show, and he was just kind of there. The show was almost over. You know, he was just kind of there, just hanging out. We didn't even bother to charge him, because, like, who cares at this point, you know? It's just $10. So, after all, nobody else paid to be here either. But anyway, he was there, and at the end of the show, he came up to me, and he was trying to sell me some of his artwork. Yeah, and these are $10 each. Oh, really? Well, you know what? So was this! So I guess we're even! See, and the bad part is I still had to pay for the flyers to advertise the show, despite the fact that they didn't do their job. And I had to pay everybody for showing up and working with me because they came from so far away, had to cover the gas, make it worth the while, you know. So I ended up losing like $150 on this show. And I really, really wish that I had invited the CVS girl to come to the show. She might have brought her boyfriend out, I don't realize she has. And then I would have only lost about $130 on the show. That's it for this episode of Babe Never Comedy. Thank you so very much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you again next time.